Hello, I'm Patrick Wanis, Human Behavior Expert, PhD. What is the one most important thing in any relationship? Of course you'll say love, unconditional love. However, let's look at another one of many significant elements and components in a relationship. And this is a challenge for many people. It's asking for what you want and what you need within the relationship. Now, this presents a huge problem for many reasons for many people. First and foremost, most of us haven't been taught to ask for what we want or ask for what we need, particularly depending on how we were raised as a child and what dynamic we experienced. We'll look at that in a moment. However, the second greatest challenge for people to ask what they want and need in a relationship is the misconception that love is determined by the other person understanding and automatically knowing what you want and what you need. So you'll often hear someone say, and sometimes it's a woman saying, "If you love me, you'd know what I want." Now, that's not a sexist remark. It's simply recognizing that unfortunately many of us, all right, let's say men and women, have this belief or this expectation that if the other person really loves us, they should automatically know what we want and what we need. No, your partner's not psychic, your partner's not telepathic, and they don't understand you 100%. Of course, we want them to understand us 100%, but they don't. And for someone to truly understand you 100%, you have to participate, you have to contribute, you have to actually be willing and be clear to say, this is what I want and this is what I need. If you ask for what you want, if you ask for what you need in a relationship, that doesn't mean the other person doesn't love you. That doesn't mean the relationship's fake. It simply means that the relationship can keep evolving, can keep growing, and can keep elevating. You can't get what you want. You can't get what you need if first and foremost you don't know what it is that you want, you don't know what you need, and then you fail to ask for it. Now let's look at it. How do you ask for what you want and need? As I said a moment ago, if you're raised in a family where your parents either just didn't give you much attention, didn't notice you, or they accused you of being selfish, or they simply one way or another either undermined or gave you a message that said your feelings don't count, your feelings aren't important, then it's hard for you to ask for what you want. So to do this, you have to take baby steps. First and foremost, as I said, you can't hit a target unless you have the target. So sit down and write clearly, what is it that you want? What is it that you need within your relationship? Most of us will start by writing out what's missing, and that's okay. So you might write out your list, 1, 2, or 3 things. And you say, this is what's missing, this is what I want, this is what I need. Now choose one of those that you know is easy for your partner to give to you. Now you ask your partner, when you sit down with them at the right time means a time not just after you've had a fight, not after you're in bed and you're just about to go to sleep, but a time where you're both relaxed, preferably a neutral space, that means outside the house, usually an open space, a garden, a park, a beach, a mountain, a lake, a picnic. And at that point you can say, I wanted to talk to you because there's some things that I really would like to see in our relationship. I wanted to talk to you because there's some things that I really need within our relationship. And this is what I would need, and this is what I need, or this is what I want. The other way to say it, to do it on a smaller basis with your husband or your partner, your wife, is to send text messages and say, honey, I love you when you do this. So say, for example, your husband's done something that you really like, or your wife, you can send a text message to say, honey, I love it when you took out the trash for me. Or I love it when you take out the trash for me because it represents to me that I feel that you really care about me. So you can praise your partner every time they do something that is closer to what you want. That way you're reinforcing positive behavior. And again, if they're not giving you what you want, then it's simply a matter of sitting down and asking for what you want and what you need. If you find it difficult to speak, maybe you're not articulate, or you get a lump in your throat, then try writing it out. It can be an email, it can be a letter, but remember, come from your heart. And ask yourself, if I was receiving this letter, how would I want it written to me? So number one is praise your partner for what they're doing right, and then say, I would also like to ask for something else that I need. And when you give me this, I feel even more loved. And always, in every relationship, express gratitude. I'm Patrick Wanis, and you can get more information at patrickwanis.com/blog.